Something's brewing.
Marvel Rivals is changing just the outline of my entire life. Video game wise, I love my FromSoft games. Dark Souls, Sekiro, Bloodborne's probably one of my favorite games of all time. Lies of P, any kind of like Souls-like game. Multiplayer wise, I play mostly PUBG. For the last 8 years, it's pretty much just been PUBG exclusively. I dabble with Rocket League. When a new game comes out, typically I try it. I play it for like a week, and then I leave it to the side. Counter-Strike, Valorant was a huge one. Valorant, I couldn't get my hands on. That game's just not for me. Overwatch, funnily enough, actually, the whole reason I started streaming and playing on a gaming PC is because I played Overwatch on my PlayStation 4, and I thought that I was good enough on a PlayStation to hop over to a computer and go to town on some professionals and be a pro myself. Lo and behold, it did not happen that way, obviously. But those are the games I typically play. So coming into Marvel Rivals, I love Marvel characters. I love the whole Marvel spiel. But for the last 4 years, I haven't streamed. I haven't podcasted. I haven't really gone to the movies, which is crazy because I used to just podcast and talk about Marvel stuff constantly. And just comic book stuff in general, and go to the comic book store and read and do all kinds of stuff. But lately I haven't been into it. I don't know if it's because it's got stale or, my life has changed a little bit, but really Marvel Rivals has flipped the switch on everything. So Marvel Rivals now it's got me hooked. It's my go-to game. When I boot up my computer, I'm automatically clicking on Marvel Rivals, even if I'm not playing it at the time. I can burn 8-9 hours on that game, no problem. I can also burn $1,000 on that game, no problem, because the costumes are so fucking expensive. But my problem with the game, and I'm hearing a lot of negativity around the game, just in general, from people thinking that China is trying to take over America or whatever the hell that's supposed to mean by getting all of us Americans over here to play this game that's brain rot and, all that bullshit. And then there's other negativity just saying, toxic shit within the community and people yelling at each other. Then you have like the whole 50-50. They want you to win 50% of the time so that they can keep bringing you back for more games. And that's like a gambling addiction, almost like a loot box scenario. Listen, all it takes is some discipline to make all those things I just said go away. A little bit of discipline will go such a long way in the world. But if we're talking about this video game specifically, just don't buy the $25 skin. Don't play that 5th game in a row that when you've lost 4. Don't do it. Don't go on social media and go around the community of the game if you don't want the negativity surrounding it. Like, discipline is something that we lack as like a people, I think, nowadays, just because everything's like right at our fingertips. And whether this game is trying to exploit that or not from the devs, which I don't think it is, but bear with me here. People have this argument. If the devs are trying to exploit Americans by making it a 50-50 thing where you win 50, lose 50, you might be on a 5-game win streak, so then you go buy a new character skin because you've been winning as that character, and then you start losing 5 in a row, and then you switch characters, and then you win 5 in a row, and then you're on a different character, so you go buy that person's skin. I understand that argument, but all we need is a little bit of discipline. Just don't buy the fucking skin. Don't lose 5 games in a row. Lose 3, back out. If you want to play the game to have fun, play quick play. Like, don't play competitive. What I won't really stand here and say is a good idea is making multiple accounts. I get it's a free game and people do Smurf stuff all the time. My problem with that is it kind of waters down the game and the competitive scene, because then, from my perspective, right, I was a Diamond 3, a game away from Diamond 1, and I've been on like a 20-game losing streak at this point, which is terrible, but it's true. And I'm almost I'm Plat 3. I'm almost Gold 1 now because I don't have the discipline to stop. But if I just go make a new account, then am I really like getting better? Am I really doing anything right? Or am I just making a new account and doing the same bullshit over? Now, discipline obviously has a huge part in it, and not doing, the things that people are saying they're exploiting us for or whatever the hell. Don't play that extra game. Don't buy the skin. Swap between characters. Go play quick play. Do whatever. Just don't feed into it, and don't go make another account. But so discipline has a role in it, but obviously skill plays a huge part in this game. You have to be skilled, but the idea of solo queuing your way to top 500 is impossible. It's just like, I don't care what streamer you watch. I don't care who says what. Like, these people are being boosted. Like, if you think that Tim the Tatman's not being boosted by either one, the game devs, because he is a huge face of the game. He is throwing so much at this game. There's no way he's not getting a backing from these devs. There's just no way. Like, he found Blade. He was the first person to find Blade in the game. No, the devs told him where it was and how to get there and whatever, and then he went straight there. He didn't find it. And, I mean, if he did find it, it was just because it was a spawn point. But people are acting like these streamers are gods at the game, but they're being boosted like 120%. I know people that have gotten to Grandmaster and then fallen short, or have been on a huge loss streak. Like myself, I was almost Diamond 2 and I'm on a huge loss streak. And people might scoff at Diamond 2, but have you played the game solo? Because I only solo queue. Very rarely do I play with other people. And when I do, we usually lose 10 in a row. Solo queuing's so difficult. And Diamond's a pretty solid rank for a multiplayer game where you absolutely can't just carry the team. You just can't carry a team. There's 6 players on a team. You can't carry, I don't care if you're the greatest DPS of all time, you still need a team behind you. You can have 70 kills as a DPS, but if your healers aren't healing you, it doesn't fucking matter. If your tank's not tanking, it don't matter. And then if you're the greatest tank in the world, but you don't got the heals, you know what I mean? It's all of it links, and that's what makes the game great. So it's not just discipline, it's also skill level. But I would say sometimes your heroes are being boosted, is what I'm trying to say. Your big streamers. By the way, just on the streamers shit, people saying that Rocket Raccoon is a terrible character and a terrible healer. Stop watching videos of streamers saying that. Everybody's ult in the world can be countered by somebody else. That's the whole point of the game. Characters counter other characters. Healers, when they're healing, they get dove by a Black Panther, countered. Whenever you're in your Luna Snow ult or your Cloak and Dagger ult and a Magneto throws a metal ball at your fucking face, countered. Everything can be countered. So listen to these streamers talking shit on Rocket Raccoon, which, granted, I'm a Rocket Raccoon main, so maybe I'm a little biased here, but his ult doesn't fucking matter. He has his BRB. His gun's amazing. His little orb balls are great. Just don't listen to these people. And if you get into a lobby with a Rocket Raccoon, maybe don't be a complete dick fuck, and then they will heal you better and you won't lose the game. So discipline, have some. I know we live in a society now where there's gambling and porn's at our fingertips, and you get all this bullshit just at your fingertips. And it's super addicting and it's super hard to let go. And you have these algorithms just throwing what you want at you so that you can stay with it. Have a little discipline with the game. I understand the game has an algorithm where you're winning and losing 50% of the time. And it's pairing you up with shitty players. That exists. And if you think it doesn't, I'm sorry, you've never in your life saw a Tesla or a rocket ship, or you've never seen an animated movie. You don't know what AI is, because all those things are real. We sent a man to the moon. We can certainly make AI, which is also a thing, do an algorithm where you get put with 5 shit players when you're on a win streak. That's for sure a thing. My camera's going crazy with like the different colors here because it's trying to autofocus and it can't pick it up. Anyway, have a little discipline. I know all this shit's at our fingertips. Don't play the extra game. For toxic bullshit, I mean, feed into it, dude. Some of the best parts of gaming whenever I was a kid was just bullying the other people. I would beat the absolute shit out of anybody on a game and just be yelling at them and doing whatever. So forget about the toxic, shit that we're hearing about. Just enjoy the game for what it is. And have a good time trash talking to other people. Who cares, dude? The world's a crazy place. People call people names all the time. Just deal with it, dude. Don't be a baby. Discipline. Don't be a baby. Don't buy the shit. Get good. Don't make an alt account. Just get good. And then the last thing I would say is, dude, it's not malice. The game's not sent to us with malice. They're not sitting there trying to fucking, the devs aren't sitting in China being like, how can we ruin the American people by dropping a Marvel game? Like, everybody loves Marvel. This isn't just an American thing. So anybody that's trying to make this like a TikTok political thing, just shut the fuck up. Play the game. Play as your favorite characters. Enjoy yourself. And just be disciplined, man. It's ironic because I'm the one saying discipline, and I have literally no discipline in my life, or specifically in this video game, because dude, this game is stressing me out. Yes, I'm a Rocket main, and a lot of people are like, you're shit because you're a Rocket main. That's why you're not getting to Diamond 2 or whatever. But let's be 100% honest here. I'm a killer Rocket. When I switch to Cloak and Dagger, I get countered constantly. If I play DPS, I don't get the heals. If I'm a tank, guess what? I'm not getting heals. So it's all tough. You know what I mean? And everybody feels that. Everybody's like, we're not getting heals, or we're not doing enough damage, or the tanks aren't pushing and stuff. It's like, yeah, it's a fucking team game. We all have to be doing the same stuff together. Just get on point. You know what I mean? There's a big ass sign that says attack or defend. Go there and hold it. But it is ironic because I'm saying be disciplined and don't buy the shit, but I buy the skins all the fucking time, and I'm disciplined, but I'm also not the one complaining about it. I almost cried on my last stream. This is a true story. I was 2 games away from being gold 1 again, and I've worked my ass off to get to Diamond 3 with a game to Diamond 2. Worked my ass off. So when I got to the point where I was about to be gold again, I literally, like, you know how you get that, like, that double breath or like that triple breath in your throat when you, like, you know what I'm saying? You get like a triple breath whenever you're about to cry, and it's like, and you feel it. Oh, dude, I felt it on stream, and I could have died. I was like, I'm a full grown, I'm a 30-year-old man with kids and a wife, and I'm about to cry because I'm going to lose my rank in Marvel Rivals. But you better believe I still bought that Venom Penny skin. You better believe I got all the Rocket Raccoon skins. Like, the game still bangs and rips. It still bangs and rips, and I have no discipline. But I did take a 2-day hiatus from it, and we're gonna go again. Especially because if the rumors are true and the Hellfire Gala is the next season, I gotta be on point by then, because X-Men's my shit. I love X-Men to death. The Hellfire Gala is gonna be sick. I'm trying to play as Cyclops. I'm gonna get good at DPS and be Cyclops, or I'm gonna play as, like, I heard the rumors of like Professor X and Rogue, as healers. So I'll do that. Emma Frost as a tank. I'll go back to tank, baby. I'll go back to tank all day. But yeah, man, let's just enjoy this fucking game for what it is. This doesn't happen all the time in our lives. You know what I mean? It doesn't come down the shit all the time where it's, you know, an amazing game that billions of people are all playing at the same time. Everybody loves. It's all multiplayer and it's free. You know what I mean? That just doesn't happen. So let's enjoy it. Let's be disciplined. Let's stop talking about people having malice against us and shit, and get toxic, baby. Get fucking toxic back. If somebody's calling you names and dropping an R on you, that sounds terrible. When I say R, I mean like a variation of dumb. I'm gonna cut this out. I didn't mean, oh God, this looks terrible. And thank you for watching the video. If you made it this far, I appreciate you listening to my ramblings about my opinion. Make sure you hit that like button, comment down below. Let me know who your main is. Let me know how you feel about all this crap. And, you know, let's get a little toxic in this video game. You know what I mean? That's all we can do in this world. Drop a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Peace.
got a feeling that something